We're both professionals. This is personal.
When Die Hard exploded into theaters in 1988, it didn't just redefine action movies. Beneath the explosions and one-liners hides a collection of weird behind-the-scenes facts few fans ever discovered. Fact 1.
You smoke? Yeah.
Bruce Willis was never meant to star in Die Hard. At the time, he was known mainly as a comedic TV actor. Action heroes were expected to be muscular and invincible. Willis didn't fit that image at all. Studio executives strongly doubted the casting choice. Some believed audiences wouldn't accept him as an action lead. His salary alone caused controversy. Willis was paid $5 million, which was shocking in 1988. Many critics mocked the decision before release. Test screenings changed opinions quickly. Audiences related to his vulnerability. McClane felt like a real person. He got hurt, tired, and scared. This was rare for action heroes. Willis's casting reshaped the genre. Every modern action star owes something to this risk. Fact 2.
I figure you're here to negotiate, am I right?
You're amazing. You figured this all out already.
Hans Gruber was almost written as a generic villain. Early drafts gave him little personality. Alan Rickman completely transformed the role. This was his first feature film. Rickman came from a theater background. He approached Gruber with elegance and restraint. His calm delivery made him terrifying. Gruber didn't shout like typical villains. He remained polite even during violence. This contrast made him memorable. Rickman added subtle humor. His intelligence elevated every scene. Studio executives didn't expect this performance. Audiences were captivated immediately. Gruber became iconic overnight. The role changed how villains were written. Sophisticated antagonists became the new standard. Fact 3. Nakatomi Plaza was not a fictional building. It was the headquarters of 20th Century Fox. Filming inside the studio's own building was convenient. It also created unusual challenges. Employees were still working during production. Offices were transformed into battle zones overnight. Broken glass and debris were everywhere. Some workers arrived shocked by the damage. The building's unfinished floors were used cleverly. Construction areas enhanced realism. The studio saved money using real locations. Elevators and stairwells added authenticity. The layout influenced action choreography. McClane's movement felt believable. The building became a character itself. Nakatomi Plaza is now legendary. Fans still visit it decades later. Fact 4. Alan Rickman's famous falling scene was genuinely terrifying. He was dropped from a real height. The stunt team promised a countdown. They lied intentionally. Rickman was released earlier than expected. His reaction was completely real. That fear is visible on screen. This decision was controversial even then. Today, it would never be allowed. Rickman later admitted the shock worked. The scream was not acting. The fall became iconic instantly. Audiences felt the authenticity. The moment ended the villain perfectly. It remains one of cinema's great deaths. Real fear created lasting impact. Fact 5. Die Hard was always set during Christmas. The holiday setting was intentional. It contrasted warmth with violence. Decorations amplified chaos visually. Christmas music added ironic tone. Snow was replaced with falling paper. Family themes ran beneath the action. McClane's motivation was reconciliation. The holiday heightened emotional stakes. Studio executives questioned the choice. Some thought it confused audiences. The release date reinforced the debate. Over time, fans embraced it. Annual holiday screenings became tradition. The debate never ended. The setting helped the film stand out. Christmas became part of its identity. Fact 6.
Come out to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
John McClane's barefoot struggle was not just a gimmick. It was written to make the hero vulnerable. Glass became a constant threat throughout the film. Every step increased tension for the audience. The pain slowed McClane down realistically. This separated him from invincible action heroes. Close-up shots emphasized suffering. The blood was practical, not exaggerated. Bruce Willis reacted instinctively to the discomfort. The injuries felt believable on screen. Writers wanted viewers to feel every movement. This choice added suspense without explosions. It also forced smarter action choreography. McClane had to think, not rush. Vulnerability became a storytelling tool. This detail influenced future action films heavily. Fact 7.
Fire.
Unlike most action films, bullets actually mattered. McClane constantly runs out of ammunition. This limitation increased realism. Each shot had weight and consequence. Reloading became a tense moment. Silence often replaced gunfire. The script tracked weapon use carefully. Guns were picked up, lost, and reused. This attention to detail was unusual in 1988. Action movies often ignored logic. Die Hard treated weapons as resources. McClane avoided unnecessary shots. Strategy mattered more than firepower. This grounded the action in reality. Audiences felt the danger more intensely. The film raised expectations for realism. Fact 8. John McClane was intentionally written as an average man. He wasn't a trained commando. He had no military background. His strength came from stubbornness. Exhaustion became part of the character. He sweats, bleeds, and complains. This humanized the hero. Audiences related instantly. McClane relied on wit instead of muscles. He used the environment creatively. Traps replaced brute force. This redefined action hero standards. The everyman approach felt fresh. Studios noticed audience reaction. Future heroes became more relatable. Die Hard quietly changed casting trends. Fact 9. Many of McClane's lines were improvised. Bruce Willis adjusted dialogue during filming. Humor often emerged naturally. The script allowed flexibility. Directors encouraged spontaneity. Sarcasm softened the violence. One-liners broke tension strategically. Yippee-ki-yay evolved during production. Its delivery was refined over multiple takes. The casual tone felt authentic. Audiences loved the humor. This blend of comedy and action was rare. It gave the film personality. Characters felt alive, not scripted. The dialogue became endlessly quotable. Improvisation shaped the film's legacy. Fact 10. Hans Gruber was deliberately written as European. This choice added sophistication. His accent separated him from American characters. It made him feel educated and dangerous. Cold War audiences responded strongly. Foreign villains felt more threatening at the time. Gruber's manners contrasted with brutality. He quoted culture and art casually. This depth elevated the antagonist. Violence came from intelligence, not rage. The script avoided cartoonish evil. Audiences respected Gruber's confidence. This made his defeat satisfying. The villain felt equal to the hero. That balance increased tension. Die Hard raised the bar for antagonists. Fact 11. Many stunts in Die Hard were performed practically. CGI was extremely limited in 1988. Explosions were carefully planned and controlled. Fire effects were real and dangerous. Bruce Willis did several of his own stunts. Safety protocols were strict but risky. Falling debris was often uncontrolled. Actors had to hit precise marks. One mistake could cause serious injury. The physical danger added tension on set. Crew members treated scenes with caution. This realism translated on screen. The chaos felt believable. Modern films often rely on digital effects. Die Hard's grit feels raw by comparison. Practical action became part of its identity. Fact 12. Local police are portrayed as ineffective. Their arrival escalates the situation. Communication breaks down immediately. Authority figures argue instead of cooperate. This was a bold choice for the time. Action films usually glorified law enforcement. Here, bureaucracy slows progress. Decisions are driven by ego. Officers underestimate the threat repeatedly. This forces McClane to act alone. Isolation increases tension dramatically. The film critiques blind authority. Chaos grows because of poor leadership. This realism made the story uncomfortable. Audiences recognized real-world parallels. The trope influenced later action films. Fact 13. The hostages are not passive background characters. Fear shapes every decision they make. Panic spreads quickly through the group. Small conflicts create internal tension. Trust becomes fragile. Hans Gruber exploits psychological weaknesses. He manipulates people carefully. Information becomes a weapon. Silence often saves lives. Fear causes mistakes. The film treats hostage situations seriously. Emotional pressure feels constant. Characters react unpredictably. This adds realism to scenes. The stakes feel personal, not abstract. Psychological tension drives much of the plot. Fact 14. The building's layout is carefully established early. Stairwells, elevators, and vents are introduced deliberately. This helps audiences follow the action. Spatial awareness becomes crucial. McClane's movements feel logical. Viewers understand where danger lies. The geography builds suspense naturally. Escape routes are limited. Traps feel earned, not convenient. The structure controls pacing. Each floor raises tension. The building becomes a maze. Directors used wide shots strategically. This clarity was rare in action cinema. Confusion is avoided deliberately. Spatial storytelling strengthens immersion. Fact 15. Die Hard quietly redefined masculinity. Strength was no longer just physical. Emotional resilience mattered more. McClane admits fear openly. He jokes to cope with stress. Vulnerability becomes a strength. This contrasted with 1980s action norms. Heroes were usually stoic and silent. McClane talks constantly. He connects with others emotionally. His relationship with Holly matters deeply. Saving his marriage motivates him. Personal stakes replace national ones. This human focus resonated strongly. Audiences connected instantly. Action heroes became more relatable afterward. Die Hard reshaped the genre's emotional core. Fact 16. Holly's decision to use her maiden name is central to the story. It reflects her struggle for independence. This detail grounds the film emotionally. It creates tension between her and McClane. The issue feels modern even today. Studio executives feared it was distracting. They preferred a simpler marital dynamic. The writers insisted on keeping it. It symbolized changing gender roles. Holly's strength is professional, not physical. Her identity matters to the plot. McClane's growth includes acceptance. Their reconciliation depends on respect. The name reveal becomes symbolic. It resolves emotional conflict quietly. This subplot adds depth to the action. Fact 17. The film builds tension gradually. Action is spaced carefully. Quiet moments allow suspense to grow. Dialogue fills the gaps effectively. Viewers learn the environment slowly. This pacing was intentional. Immediate chaos was avoided. The first act establishes stakes. Violence escalates naturally. Each confrontation raises consequences. The rhythm feels controlled. Modern action often rushes. Die Hard takes its time. This patience rewards attention. Suspense lasts longer because of restraint. Fact 18. Hans Gruber's introduction is calm and confident. He steps into the story without noise. His presence immediately commands attention. Dialogue reveals intelligence quickly. He assesses situations rapidly. Violence is never impulsive. His politeness feels unsettling. Rickman controls every movement. The camera lingers deliberately. This creates authority without force. Audiences sense danger instantly. No exposition is needed. Gruber feels in control. This entrance became iconic. Villains were reimagined afterward. Calm confidence replaced rage. Fact 19. Sound design plays a crucial role. Gunshots echo realistically. Glass shattering feels sharp. Silence is used strategically. Radio chatter builds tension. Al Powell's voice becomes emotional anchor. Background noise reflects chaos. Alarms escalate pressure. Footsteps signal danger. Environmental sounds guide suspense. Music fades during key moments. This highlights vulnerability. Every sound feels intentional. The building feels alive. Sound directs emotional response. It enhances realism dramatically. Fact 20. Die Hard permanently changed action cinema. It proved vulnerability could sell. Humor and danger could coexist. Confined spaces became popular settings. One-man survival narratives exploded. Copycat films followed quickly. Die Hard on A became a phrase. Studios chased the formula. Characters became more human. Stakes became personal. Spectacle served story. Audiences expected smarter action. The genre evolved rapidly. Die Hard became a blueprint. Its influence is still visible. Few films redefine genres so completely.